It's Amy Calandrino here with the latest installment of Beyond Your Space Needs. And so a couple weeks ago I went over the results from Q2 2017 for office. As many people know, I also handle light industrial applications for business owners, and so I'm bringing you the latest information on that. So as discussed before, the unemployment rate did decrease 0.6 percentage rate points to 3.7 in May 2017, the year over year. The vacancy rate mirrored the previous quarter and dropped from 6.2% to 4.9%, and that's all over. Actually, this is a pictorial view of how Xceligent breaks apart its various submarkets. So when people ask me how is the market doing, it really depends, because geographically, North Seminole may be doing entirely different than Kissimmee, so it really varies. But overall, for all this area, it's down to 4.9%. As I've discussed in previous segments, vacancy, the supply, is also, it has a correlation to the rental rates, and so because vacancy is continuing to go down, rental rates are still rising. So we're in a rising rental market for the most part here on the industrial market. So especially warehouse properties in the Silver Star submarket, the weighted average asking rents of all types increased 9.9% year over year, recording $6.33 per square foot at the close of Q2 2017. The vacancy rates in Orlando Central Park, Southeast, and Silver Star submarkets continue to be among the lowest in the state of Florida. And going through the different report, and I'm happy to share this with any of my clients or anyone that would like this. As you can see here too, all of the vacancy rates continuing to kind of decline throughout the Central Florida market. As I said, different submarkets perform differently. So here in North Seminole, like Sanford and such, the vacancy rates are closer to 10% versus you go somewhere like the Northwest outlying area and it's about 2%. So it's very tough and competitive in that area to find space right now. Overall, if you looked at Q2, like I said, was 6.1%. We're down to 4.1% overall. The rental rates, I've already went over that, but some of the higher areas are Winter Park at $13.25 for flex space. And in the area of North Seminole that has a higher vacancy rate, their rental rates are actually averaging in the 5s. So there's a disparity between the rates depending on where you're at. Some of the largest positives in significant transactions include ABC Roofing over on All American Boulevard, taking about 116,000 square feet. We have lost Graybull Van Lines in Crown Point Business Center, and that was about 100,000 square feet. And so I'll include that in my report. There were some sales of buildings. Of course, you lease them up and you sell them. So you're looking at that Lake Point Business Park has sold for almost $12 million, and also the 2729 Hans Rob Road sold for $3.5 million, and actually that was in one of the largest positive transactions, wherein the owner's keeping about 15,000 square feet and then leasing to a roofing company 26,000 square feet for that. So it looks like the owner, the person that bought that for $3.5 million, the investment company is keeping something themselves, and then the remainder they're leasing out for income. So overall, those are the highlights. It's continuing The market continues to be good overall, and like I said, a lot of our submarkets are doing the best within Florida. But if you have any questions about industrial here in Central Florida as it pertains to commercial real estate, feel free to reach out to me, and I appreciate you tuning in.